¿Qué tal? Buenas, buenas. Continuamos en este playthrough de Max Payne 3. El anterior episodio nos habíamos quedado visitando un hotel en ruinas. Un hotel que estaba en obras negras, en donde resultó que había tráfico de humanos y de órganos. Un tráfico que era un deal entre gente, pues, gente chueca, por así decirlo, gente no muy buena, y también policías corruptos, que tampoco son gente muy buena. Entonces al final Max decidió llegar aquí a la comisaría, pues a arreglar el asunto, como él sabe que es a balazos. Entonces vamos a continuar. ¿Qué arma era esta? ¿Y cuántos tiros tengo? Nice. A ver, un momentito. Checar algo. Listo, regresé. Ahora sí, a ver Max. No me había dado cuenta que estos brincos, al hacerlos, te quitan... No puede ser, tanto tiempo jugando y no me había dado cuenta que el brinco al hacerlo sí te quita la barra que está abajo a la derecha al lado de la vida de Max. Yo pensaba que era gratis, entonces ese brinco pues realmente no vale tanto la pena cuando tienes la barra de bullet time llena. Solamente hace sentido cuando está vacía, ¿no? No, quería ver lo que había en el otro
I
lado.
guess our little stunt helped
Ok.
some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Ni me acuerdo que era el plan de aquel güey, pero le salió bien. Ay, aquí está el güey colgado. No sé ni a quién le hice el paro, tal vez son asesinos seriales que estaban en la cárcel. Quién sabe. Yo quiero seguir viendo el pinche pescado muy perro, El ambiente. Y completé la pinche fase. Qué lástima, no sé portugués. Güey, las camas todas cochinas. ¿Cuántos tiros tienes? Tal vez sea mejor. Chaleco a esa distancia te aguantarán los escopetazos. Ay, por aquí está uno de los otros turistas. Es el cablo.
The last few prisoners were
Creo que lo
trapped in
perdí.
here, and more presently, seemed I was too.
Creo que estaba atrás, entonces ya no lo encontré. Bam, 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 bam. Supongo que ya no puedo regresar. No, pues te la pelaste, crack. Ahí te quedaste. Qué bien se ve este pinche juego, no me canso de decirlo. Para la
The
época en la que
security
lo
switch
hicieron.
had to be in that booth.
No alcancé a leer los subtítulos y no sé qué es booth. Supongo que aquí. Ok.
It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
Qué sad.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off.
Ay, disculpa.
And then immediately regretted that decision.
Ay, güey, qué güey. Me equivoqué de botón. Ahí les voy, cracks. No, ahí está la cabeza, dispara. Ok. Por aquí escuché uno que tenía un rifle de asalto, creo, ¿no?
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Any time the prison riot had bought me was starting to run out, I had to keep moving.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas!
No puede ser, güey, no le pegué.
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Nothing changes. Se me recuerda la frase de Fallout. War never changes. La guerra nunca cambia. Pinche chaleco está bien cabrón, ¿eh? Bam. Y mi puntería también está bien culera, entonces la combinación pues no me ayuda mucho.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
¿Cómo de que no? Necesitamos buscar cositas, Max. No vaya a ser que se nos pasen cosas interesantes. Como esto, que ni los voy a usar, pero aún así los estoy juntando, porque así soy yo.
Levante-se, rápido!
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Correcto. A ver, ¿puedes entrar así? Oh. Otra vez. Por aquí. No.
Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
Algo interesante por aquí. Ya ni supe cómo es que el otro policía fue capaz de hacer un desmadre así intenso a las 10 de la noche. Perro. No puede ser que no le haya pegado ninguna de estas balas,
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Ya me acuerdo de esta parte. ¿Qué es esto?
They had their body armor. I had mine. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance.
Ahí vamos, Max. Ya quise dar más sabrosa, ya me acordé. Bam.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Güey, ni siquiera lo veo. Ja, pues nunca lo veo.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
¿Por dónde? ¿Por el elevador? Creo que sí. Ninguno de esos traía balas de la que traigo. Y todos traen el pinche láser con el que ni me hallo. Entonces se los voy a dejar.
I saw the elevator doors were open. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Ya ni me acuerdo por qué hice eso.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
¿Estas? ¡Ja! No me queda un píxel de vida. Manches. Otros de estos. Pensé que lo había matado uno y realmente a mí me había chingado. ¡No! Ay, Max, estamos bien puteados. Güey, ¿por qué no cambias de cobertura? Como si estos pinches cubículos me cubrían de verdad. En la vida real ya eres bien muerto, carnal.
I'd killed more
Y él
cops
también.
than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Pinche comentario estúpido de lo del colesterol, maldición. Ah, mira esta.
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
Permíteme, güey, es que estamos investigando, mi Max.
AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
No lo sé, tú dime.
Figured I'd bag those up for Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe.
Madres, una sociedad así, pues hacer lo correcto está peligroso, qué feo, ¿no?
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
puso en la espalda. Tiene un chingo de cadencia esta, Y buen daño. O tuvo buena puntería, no tengo idea. Como que te deja fallar más, ¿no?
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed.
Un montón de dinerito.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system.
Porque no lo rompió y ya. El que lo mató.
Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro com o Banco Boitatá. Para sua casa, o seu carro ou o seu negócio. Venha falar com Boitatá.
Threatens to be the worst volcanic eruption in Ecuador for 40 years.
The epidemic of violence that grips Brazil's major cities continues to worsen. On Monday, a massive gun battle between drug gangs and special forces police in the favela of Nova Esperanza left 150 people dead or critically injured. Mayoral candidates were divided on the reactions to the altercation. Camila Machado blamed the police force for acting without restraint and effective government oversight. Victor Branco, whose eldest brother was murdered last week and whose youngest brother is missing and is feared to have been an innocent victim in Monday's gun battle, issued a statement calling for more funding for law enforcement and vowing to stop at nothing to make Sao Paulo safe again. In Buenos Aires, the world's largest chorizo caused quite
Un
a
pinche
stir.
chorizo, güey.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
Nadita por aquí. Sanitario masculino. ¿Cómo lo pronunciarán ellos? A la buena de Dios. Pinche computadora, güey, le sirve de escudo. A la madre, güey.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Está. Y esta. Ah, pero tiene láser. No hay una sin láser. Ah, ya sale dorada. No sé por qué junto las pinches armas y no me gustan que sean doradas.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
¿Qué, güey? ¿Por qué no me disparaba ya mientras estamos hablando? Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Ah, ya no tengo pastillitas, o es un arma muy fuerte esa que tiene. A ver otra vez. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. ¿Quién me pegó? ¿Ese güey? Listo. Si no les pegas en partes desprotegidas, aguantan un chingo.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Ah, pensé que este era el camino secundario. Ah, yo me acuerdo de esto. Madres. Perico. No tenía de cubrir nada, güey. Pinche Mac, daré un miedo bien cabrón, Pinches reflejos cabroncísimos. No sé tu background, no sé tu pasado, entonces podría ser buen pedo y nomás aquí... Porque es policía, puede ser que no sea mala persona. Pero no me ataques por la espalda, culero.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Oh, hay una arma dorada. Ya completé la bazooka.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Ahí les voy, cracks. Madres, este güey no lo esperaba. Perro su arma. Ya no tengo pastillitas. Estas dos columnas están perrísimas. Y no lo maté. O sea, estoy como protegido en las dos columnas, porque en una caigo del otro lado, no me pueden pegar. Okay. ¿Quién me gritó?
Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be? Why do you think you're not dead already?
¡Ah!
couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
No mames, ¿cómo me dieron a través de esto? Yo le di en la rodilla. Güey, ¿qué pedo con este gato? ¿Este vato es invencible o qué? ¿Uno? Sí.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Ay, sorry.
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow. Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Tan fácil que era matar ahí al Max, güey, y se van. Qué estúpidos.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Momentito que tengo que cambiar las pilas de esta cosa. Ahí vengo. Listo.
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them, too. Every last one of those bastards.
Güey, los subtítulos no encajan. Yo nunca le digo check-in como vas a viajar en avión. No, no le digo facturar, se le dice checking. Se le pegue. Tengo balas, Ah, este debe ser Eagle, si los mata. Aunque les pegues en el chaleco antibalas. No me gusta esto, pero no tengo balas, entonces nos lo vamos a quedar. ¿Estás jugando el Max? ¿Te quieres morir, por favor? ¿Dónde está el que me disparó? Oye, ¿se murieron todos? No lo veo, nomás lo escucho. Ah, ya te vi. No me gusta nada el pinche láser. Aquí había otro
It
rifle.
felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Ok, ahora sí.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Lo que no tienen tanto dinero, pues. Otra vez tú aquí, crack.
Well, chaos and guns. I might have known you'd turn up.
Sorry. You heading home?
Oh, I am here to pick up my daughter, but I imagine she's stuck on the plane. What are you up to?
I don't know. Trying to make a difference. Giving back.
Yeah, well, that's what you call it.
Take care.
Yeah.
Le duele la pancita.
Judgment with a smile. You can't beat it. Nothing was happening back here. I had to get to where the action was.
Y se me olvidó la parte del turista que estaba en la comisaría. Ni lo
The
encontré.
doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Ah, aquí empieza esta canción. Yo ya quería pausar el gameplay, pero pues no se va a poder. Bam, 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 Sal tantito, crack. No, si esta canción tiene copyright, pues ni pex que se la queden. Es que así tiene que quedar el videito. No la puedo quitar. ¿Quién me dispara? ¿Quién me dispara? No lo veo, carnal. Ah, ya te vi. Ya como me mataste, casi, casi, casi. ¿No lo maté? ¿En serio?
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
A la derecha, Max. No, hay un chingo. ¿De aquí para dónde es? Creo que es hacia abajo. Seguramente hay un arma por ahí. No sé, no esté, pero ahí la vamos a dejar. ¿No es por aquí? ¿Por acá? ¿No? Como que yo me acuerdo que era por aquí. O por acá arriba. Falta matar a este. Ahora sí es por acá.
They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
Balita por balita. Muy bien, pues lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí. Siguiente episodio va a ser el episodio final porque esta es la última misión. Entonces, pues aquí lo dejo. Me despido. Adiósito.